Hot. Go live.
Okay, hi everyone. Welcome to the Auburn School Committee meeting for December 17th, 2025. This meeting is being conducted in person and is being recorded by the Auburn Cable Television. All are welcome to join us in person at 5 West Street. All supporting materials that have been provided to members of this body are available on the Auburn Public School website, and the public is encouraged to follow along using the posted agenda. If we could stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I had a moment. Twice a day and I can't get it right.
The vision of the Auburn Public Schools is to educate and prepare students for the opportunities and challenges of a changing world. Our commitment: we will create, maintain, and support an environment that fosters a sense of belonging for all students in our schools, respecting race, color, sex, religion, national origin, sexual orientation, gender identity, homelessness, poverty, spoken language, and ability.
Okay, thank you, Dr. McCrillis. We don't have anyone here for citizens' comments, so we will move on to special recognitions.
None this evening, Madam Chair.
Okay, seek a motion to approve the minutes from December 3rd, 2025.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes from December 3rd, 2025.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, it is a vote. No student reps here tonight. All right, superintendent's report.
Thank you, Madam Chair. We don't have any student spotlight tonight.
Okay, so we will move on to unfinished business. So, let's see, it's been a busy month, but the last couple of days, we've made a lot of progress on the new superintendent search, and we have a final person who was appointed last night, but we're going to officially vote him in today. So, let's see, and do we want to, you know what, I have something to say first. Okay. On behalf of the school committee, I want to thank all the candidates who participated in this process. We're fortunate to have a strong pool of applicants, and we appreciated the time and commitment each finalist brought to the district. The committee does look forward to working with Dr. Robert Skaza, and we're confident that in his ability to lead the district forward. And so let's vote him in, and then you can say some stuff, okay?
Right.
So-
I will make a motion to appoint RJ or Robert Skaza as the new superintendent of the Auburn Public Schools, subject to contract negotiation, effective July 1, 2026.
Second.
Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, thank you. That is a vote. And we do want to just go through and thank the people from the search committee. So I'll turn it over to you, Meg.
So we had a lot of members, I'm just going to read their names real quick, who were on the search committee, who were really helpful. On top of that, we had student and staff focus groups at all the schools, student groups at the middle and high school, which were absolutely amazing. So for our search committee, where we were able to bring 21 applicants down to 3 that came forward to the school committee, including 6 interviews. Trevor Brooks, Amy Castellano, Matt Carlson, Dan DeLongchamp, Jesse, Alan, Susan Lopez, myself, Mandy, Allie Schenkel, Jen Stanek, and Eileen Torini. We would not have been able to get through this without all of your expertise that we don't always have. So
It was a good working group.
it was a great working group, and the focus groups and the feedback was phenomenal from everybody, and really made the decision a lot easier. It's, as I said to a lot of them, it's a lot easier to make this decision as a group.
Yep, definitely. And so on that note, we are going to miss you, and I'm not even going to start crying again. So we are excited for the future, but also very, very reminiscent and sad for sure that you're going to retire. So I'm sure you're going to love it, but all right. Well, thank you, everyone, for your help with that. And we will move on to the FY27 draft budget.
Thank you, Madam Chair. So as you know, on December 3rd, the leadership team presented the current draft of the FY27 budget to the committee, and didn't know if the committee at this point had any additional questions that they'd like either myself, Mrs. Stanek, Mr. Keller to address for you. As you know, at the next meeting on January 7th, you'll be asked to vote a draft forward to present to the town.
Okay, do we have any questions for Dr. Chamberlain at this point? No, again, just want to thank everyone that helped put that document together. It was a lot of work, so we will continue. It is a fluid
It is.
document.
It is.
So more to come on that.
More to come. Okay, the next item, back in action, the FY '27 school calendar. So if you recall, and I'm not sure what meeting we discussed this last, the question was to do a survey about a half-day prior to Thanksgiving. At that time, the information I had was that because Juneteenth fell on a Saturday, that it would be celebrated on a Saturday. However, that rule was when it was only a Massachusetts state holiday. It is now a federal holiday. So because it's a federal holiday, it's celebrated on Friday, which would be Friday the 18th. So therefore, because of that, I felt, it seemed that the only choice was to have a half-day on the Wednesday before Thanksgiving, which allows us, hopefully, to finish the school year that week that ends June 18th. Hopefully, if that's not needed as a holiday. So, again, everything else remained the same. It was just that knowledge that you do not celebrate it on a Saturday. It is celebrated formally on the Friday prior, so that will have to be a holiday. So by making that Wednesday a half-day, it gives our last day of school, gets our last day to June 17th. So if you would like me to still do a survey at this point, I am happy to do so. But it doesn't seem like we're going to get much further than this as far as ending the school year any earlier than that.
And I think you already got some feedback from the union
I
too.
did.
So
I
I
did.
think that was our main concern at this point.
Yep.
But, all right. So do we have any questions about this? Are we ready to vote or?
Through the chair, I just
Yes.
had the one because I am trying to remember what we said. For the half-days, is there going to be after-school, like the satellite on any of those? Or
Yes,
that
so-
is?
so right now, they have it for at least 2 and 3 if they can, so that will continue.
Okay, okay. That was,
Yep. Sorry about
I
that.
kn- I
That
know
was a
we-
question from the last time, but yes.
yeah, I had,
Yeah,
and I know we talked about it, and then I went.
yeah, no,
nope,
you're right.
I can't recall. Okay, great.
All right. Any other questions or concerns? Meg, you ready to vote on this?
Ready.
Yeah. Okay. We are ready to vote. I'll seek a motion to approve the FY '27 school year calendar as
I'll make a
presented.
motion to approve the FY '27 school year calendar as presented.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. There's a vote. We'll move on to new business.
New this year in your packet, DESI has now created a staff attendance report that will come out annually. So the data in this sheet is from the 24-25 school year, and this is for all school and school districts across the state. It is part of their annual reporting. It will also be part of our school profile on the DESI website for each district. It includes the average number of absences reported at the aggregate at the teacher, administrator, and all staff levels. And absence is defined as missing more than a half day of work for a reason that falls outside of paid school vacation or district-approved professional development activities. This should also say, oh, it does say, or vacation time. It says school vacation time. It also, for administrators, takes into account what they are contractually for vacation time. So that's not counted in any of this. We have to report all of that. So I did check to see, they didn't provide a report that kind of poses all of us against like a state average necessarily.
That's what I was gonna ask, yeah.
But what I did do when we got the report, we are similar, if not better, I would say, than many places overall. For places like Bryn Mawr, you'll see in Packagug, well, there are no administrators because for very small groups, they didn't report it because you would obviously know who the person was. So for confidentiality purposes, all the administrators are in the district results. So just sharing for your information, I don't know if anyone had any questions or thoughts about that.
Through the chair, so let's say a woman is out for pregnant, for having a baby. Are all those numbers?
They are,
Yeah, yeah.
they are, yeah.
Okay.
Through the chair, these are problematic, I feel. I did look at us when it came out, and we are, as Dr. Chamberlain said, like, we're not the highest, we're not the lowest. So we're like right in the middle. But at the same time, you know, it doesn't take into account things like maternity leave. And when a majority of population of teachers are female, it kind of skews the results a little bit. Also, you know, based on our, like, our union agreement with the teachers and staff, like, they get a certain amount of sick days. So, I mean, I look at it with a grain of salt personally, but.
The only thing I will say, and that was something that came up during negotiations, they are given so many sick days, 15 each year. However, they aren't to be used unless you're sick.
Yeah, absolutely,
Right?
yeah.
Because that's the one purpose that they're for. So that's the, it doesn't mean that just because you have them, you can
Yeah.
use them, kind of thing. So that's one thing to remember. And you know, like anything with data, right? Sometimes people get really upset. But it's, you know, it's a snapshot, it's a picture, right? It can never usually paint the entire picture when you talk about maternity leaves and all of that. But one of the things they brought up in the presentation about this was, so let's say I'm a teacher and I'm out for 10 days out of the school year. And perhaps I have a student who's out for 10 days, but a different 10 days. That student has now missed 20 days of instruction. And that's, you know, that's 4 weeks, that's a whole month of school that a child could miss. So again, certainly, teachers should be able to take time when they need it, when they're ill, and for all those things, and nobody is begrudging that. But I just think this is something that we should be aware of, we should be watching, and we should be thinking about when we can. That's all.
Through the chair, though, I'd be interested to see if they took out maternity leaves, how different our numbers would be. Because I think that some of the numbers are skewed, especially if you have a year that's heavy with mat leaves.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and we have had a few years that have had
Yeah.
quite a few leaves.
I don't remember, did it count FMLA in there too, or?
I'm not sure. I think anytime they use sick time, it was
Yeah.
counted.
Through the chair, my office does track all of the attendance in that. I would say not only the maternity leaves, but yes, all of the extended leaves would skew the data.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And that
yeah.
was
Someone has
what-
a knee replacement or
That was what we
things like that.
discussed when it came out, is just how we kind of all wish, like teachers kind of all wish that it was a little less skewed that way, so we
Yeah.
could pull out the mat leaves and pull out, you know, we understand what the state is doing, but at the same time, like, it does mess it up, the data a little bit.
And you wonder, we found of late that DESI does change its mind sometime after they do a first run of something, and they say, oh, well, maybe we could make it better. And so who knows
Yeah.
how it'll work next year.
I don't think they're bad results, I just think, you know,
Yeah.
Can I just
it's
say,
interesting.
Through the chair, props to Bryn Mawr and PAC. I've seen those kindergarten teachers get sneezed right in their faces to be where they're at.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't look at all the overall data for the whole state, but when I saw these numbers, I'm like, wow, we are dedicated. Our staff is dedicated. I don't know, you know, considering how life is post-COVID and everything. I
Yeah.
mean, I'm pretty happy with this.
Yep.
So
Yep.
kudos to the staff. And like you just said, like these people are in the trenches. Like, ugh.
Those kids could be gross sometimes.
And through
yeah,
the chair,
little
I've been
germ
sneezed on
balls.
as a middle school teacher too, so.
I will
Tell you,
them
that only
too.
happen at elementary.
I don't know. Thank you to the staff for showing up to work. That's what I'm getting at. I think it's good. So.
Keep showing up.
So the next item, so this year, we're going to enter negotiations with the secretaries, custodians, and instructional assistants bargaining groups. As has been done previously or not done previously, we welcome a committee member to join the negotiating teams if interested. I don't have any, I have a couple of dates set for ground rules at this point, which I could share with the committee, but we don't have any further dates set. We'll do that once we have our initial meetings with each of these. So I don't know if anyone is interested. I will certainly be back to ask the committee for their advice on some of the nuances and things that should be in the contract. So it's entirely up to all of you if anyone's interested in sitting in on any of those groups.
And what time of day would they be?
We usually meet right after school.
Okay, so like.
So like 3:30.
3:30. All right. Is there anyone here interested and can make the meetings?
Through the chair, I think I did the custodian one last time, so I'd be happy to do that or any other one, whatever you guys want. I'd
So
be
you're
happy to
looking
do.
for one person to sit in on all three?
Nope, it doesn't have to be the same person. No,
Okay.
nope,
Through
nope,
the chair, I can sit on one as well. 3:30 is a good time.
okay.
And I can do the third one if you guys aren't opposed.
I'm sure I'll be doing AEA next year, so I'm gonna hold off.
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
husband might kill me.
Yeah,
Okay.
And again, as I've done in the past, I do bring updates, right, back as we're progressing through things. The first time we went through these, none of them went horribly long. They weren't like when we did the AEA, it was meetings and meetings and meetings. These didn't go as long. I'm hopeful that that'll go that way as well, you never know, but,
Okay, do you want AI or IAs?
the secretaries.
Your secretary.
Are you asking me?
Yeah.
Oh, either one is fine. I
I'll do
did
sec-
secretary last time.
Okay,
Yeah.
oh, yeah,
So
you want to do
if-
that
If
again?
we want to keep it
Yeah, sure.
consistent, that's fine.
Okay,
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll do the other one.
All right, so I'll make a motion to approve Brooke for secretary, Sam for custodian, and Jesse for instructional assistant to the bargaining teams.
I'll second.
Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Okay, we will move, we're cruising tonight.
We're cruising.
We'll move on to teaching and learning report. Mr. Keller?
All right, so I'm here tonight with the third reading of policy IKFE. So you saw the second reading of this policy on December 3rd. There were no changes or additions to make to the policy at that time. However, Ms. Parker mentioned a request to have a simplified version, and so that's what you see as the third page in this document. So this is hopefully a simplified version that parents could see what exactly this competency determination is and what's involved in students. So that is what I present to you tonight. So you can see under that first bold heading, the requirements are that students must demonstrate competency in ELA, math, science, and U.S. history beginning with the class of 2027. And the second part of that is they must demonstrate competency through 2 complementary measures, successful completion of those required courses, and then, as we've put forth, demonstrating mastery by earning full credit with a course grade above a 65. And so then down below, we talk about the course requirements. It's a 2 years ELA course in grades 9 through 12. The equivalent of 1 year of both Algebra 1 and Geometry, or the equivalent of 1 year of both Integrated Math 1 and Integrated Math 2. In terms of science, biology, physics, chemistry, or technology engineering taken in grades 9 through 12, and U.S. history, 1 year of U.S. history course taken in grades 9 through 12. And then for those additional considerations that are spelled out in the policy IKFE, just to keep this simplified, I just put a link to that policy that hopefully will be approved. So
I love
is
this.
that okay? Okay, good.
That was a good call.
I'm gonna look at this one. Way easier.
I had gone over it before. Obviously, we came in here, and then I was like, and Alan's going to explain it to me, and it's just going to be great. Because I think I understand it already. I was all
No, this
excited.
is perfect.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I feel that this is going to alleviate concerned parents, concerned students, and, having an understanding, and then you have a document that you can go, can you please explain to me what this is? And then you're like, yes, I can.
Yeah.
Let's keep it simple.
Yep,
So,
that was a great suggestion. So thank you.
yes.
All right, great. Yeah, thank you for that. So are we ready to vote this through? Okay.
Yep.
I'll make a motion to approve policy IKFE, Auburn Public School competency determination as presented by the assistant superintendent.
I'll second.
Yeah, all those in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Done. We can send it in.
Yes.
There you go. Okay, sorry, I'm having a moment. All right, you ready? We'll move on to business and financial.
So I am very excited. We received a very generous donation to Auburn Middle School, a $5,000 anonymous donation to be used by each of the classrooms, instructional, and specialty spaces. So pursuant to MGL Chapter 44, subsection 53A, I need your approval and acceptance of that.
It's very generous donation by an
Wonderful.
unknown person, but thank you very much. Seek a motion to accept.
I'll make a motion to accept with gratitude a monetary donation in the amount of $5,000 to be used by each of the classrooms, instructional and specialty spaces per request in accordance with MGL Chapter 44, subsection 53A.
I'll second.
Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Great.
That's wonderful.
And I have provided you with a year-to-date budget report, just so you are aware of where we are now in the FY '26 school year. It was dated December 5th, 2025 for your review. And along with that, I have provided a listing of budget transfers dated December 17th, 2025. And they are between the same series and between different series for which I am seeking your approval. And I am happy to answer any questions you may have.
Any questions or discussion? Hispanic, all right, seeing none, I will seek a motion.
Make a motion to approve the list of transfers dated December 17th, 2025, as presented by the business manager.
Second.
Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right, it is a vote. We do need is that it?
Yep.
Yeah, you're good?
Thank you.
All right, yeah, no problem, thank you. We do need executive session?
I do not.
Oh, you don't?
No,
Okay.
I do not.
Oh, all right.
Nope.
Okay, then, I will seek a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second.
Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, it is a vote. Happy holidays, everybody.
holidays.